just gonna land. Dixons are coming to the pumpkin thing, and then they're coming over to watch the
Okay. All right. So we'll start this back up. Come down here. GPU on. Fuel. We'll call the fuel truck. We'll load up fuel 54. Passengers. We're going to leave the passengers default and the cargo default. 2001, 2000 total. Just in part 1, GPU's on. Perf data 0, fuel weight 51.2. You guys get to see this all over again. Battery 1, battery 2. Start the alignment. To from init KBOS to KDCA. Yeah. Return. Flight number today, JetBlue 572. I'll land the IRS, cost index. I'm going to do 30 this time. Flight level 360. 0 fuel weight 51.2. Block fuel 5.4. 5.5. Flight plan. Cyan Sweeney. I really love it. I really am enjoying it. I think that for me to enjoy an Airbus, it has to be pretty good. And it is really good. Alright, so we're going to take off 22 left. We're going to do the SOX 4 departure. Yeah, SOX 4. We'll do a temporary flight plan there. Temporary insert. Scroll down here. We'll do a little bit of a modified route here. After SOX, we're going to Buzzard. So again, Bravo, Uniform, Zulu, Romeo, Delta. After Buzzard, we're going to go to Say, Sierra Echo Yankee. Top one. And then HTO, Hotel Tango Oscar. And then we'll click on HTO and we'll load the Airways J174. We're going J174 to Zizzy, Zulu, India, Zulu, India. And after that, we'll insert that. And we'll scroll down. After Zizzy, we want to go to ATR, Alpha Tango Romeo. First one. And then we'll do temporary insert. KDCA, arrival, ILS 1 deal arrival, La Flenne transition, temporary flight plan, temporary insert. Get rid of some discons. Clear. Insert. Look for additional discons. Clear. I'm just going to clear that out. Manual. Temporary insert. Looks good. Alright, I'm back here. Are you back, Delta? No.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Sorry, we had a crash. I don't know if you were here for that part.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, perf page. Now we're doing one up, one again. D rate of 40. V2, VR, 127.
Dan, I don't know what you're referring to. None of this is QPAC, by the way, just to let you know.
Hey, Northern Flyer, how you doing? Sorry if I'm missing a bit of chat. I'll probably stick close attention to the chat in the cruise. Alright, so no smoking, emergency exit arm, probe is fine, probe heat, fuel pumps are coming on. Baro is set, altitude, normally on this would be about probably 10, but we'll take it up to cruise. Normally you'd never set that on the ground, but start the APU, master switch on, and start the APU. Deja vu. Now while the APU is starting, I can look at the chat. The FlightFactor A320 Hadoken, it's my number one. It's my favorite aircraft. I love the Zibo 737. I love the FlightFactor 757 V2. I like this FlightFactor 767. I like the FlyJ Sims, stuff. But this is taking the top spot. I'm still learning, and that's the beauty of Twitch, is I get to learn things from you, and I get to learn things from the forums. As Delta Who, I saw that Assert had let me know a few things. It's good to have the forums. Okay, I'm supposed to save the stack trace, is what he's asking me now. Save stack underscore trace.txt. Okay. If I have a crash, I'll do that. Thank you, Assert. Yes, exactly. Okay. APU is good. Turn on the APU bleed. And I'll have to say, Assert, the fact that I can get this plane going and fly, and everyone knows that I'm not an expert by any means, but you've made a plane to you've got this plane to the point where the experts can fly it, but also the guys that are the novices, the new Airbus pilots, can actually have a lot of fun with this plane. So I appreciate your patience, and also my ability to test and train. So APU bleed is on. We'll turn external power off. We'll disconnect the GPU, and seatbelt signs are coming on, beacon light on, and let's do the pushback again. But before I do the pushback, I'm going to save this state just so we can, if we do have an issue with better pushback, then we can go back to it. So if I type in here, I say KBOS before push, and then I click save, I might be able to go back to that point and load up where I've already done all of the programming, etc. So that'll be kind of nice. Hello, Airbus 737.
Out of curiosity, did you set your acceleration altitude?
No, I did not. Do you want to walk me through that?
I mean, if you want, I'm not quite sure what the how it works in the US because the Airbus is quite a European-centric plane. We
Oh,
have
okay.
various, well, not various. We have two noise abatement procedures. So if you go to your takeoff page,
Okay. Takeoff page would be takeoff page.
yep, and then I think underneath the flex temperature, there should be something called the thrust reduction
Yep.
altitude.
1520, 1520.
Yeah, so that would be, I think, procedure B. So that's perfectly fine. So at 15,000, sorry, 1500 rather, you'd set climb thrust and then accelerate as normal. So that's fine.
Okay,
if
so
you're
that's
taking procedure
okay.
A,
I get it now. All right. So I'm gonna go flex 40 up until 1500 feet, and then I would take that back to thrust climb. All right.
Exactly.
Cool.
Well, the Airbus should prompt you anyway. So
B2 says maybe not an expert, but a highly qualified, very experienced novice. Exactly. All right, let's try to push back now. We saved the state. Push back. Pre-plan. Yeah.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Make sure that this is working here. Okay, test 1, 2. All right. Plugins, better pushback. Start the pushback.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Yeah, transition should be. You're right. Transition should be 18,000. So, is it too late in the game to change this? We'll find out. Good call.
might also be a good idea to set your co-pilot side to the legs page and then keep the captain's side to the takeoff page.
Okay, all doors and hatches are
So
closed.
legs
Ready.
on the FO side. Okay, I'll do that. I'm just looking at the outside right now. Brace for lockdown. When does the public beta stage for this plane end? I don't know. Normally an Airbus would automatically set the transition altitude. Automatically set it to what? You know, 5,000. I mean, don't transition altitudes in Europe vary? It's not necessarily 5,000.
Sometimes it's 3,000, sometimes it's 5,000.
Yeah,
but
so
it's normally quite consistent, so it's
Yeah.
quite low as well. And late.
So connected and flight test.
Debbie the co-pilot, how you doing? I do trim a little bit later, Jace Civilum. I do trim just a little bit later in the in my flow. Smile complicated. This is Delta Who.
Hello.
Okay, we're setting the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Oh, you know what I just realized I need to do? Oh, okay, I already did it. All right, good. This is Mr. X Boston. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start the engine, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to turn the packs off. This time we're actually going to do a packs on takeoff because Frontier Airlines takes off with their packs on. So everyone who's going to try to correct me later on, your packs need to be off for takeoff. No, some airlines have the packs on. I forgot one step here. We need to go to ignition for just a bit. Hello from Scotland. You like the JF logo? Thank you. You can kind of tell what it is. But thank you for joining us.
In regards to the packs, in regards to the packs, I think if you have the APU and the APU bleed on, then you can keep the packs on. If you don't, then you normally take them off until about maybe 1,000 or 2,000.
Yeah, what I learned from Sendero is that it's airline specific. So even if and he'll hopefully join me in this week sometime for some extensive training. But apparently, with the APU even off, you can have packs on during takeoff. And again, I guess it's SOP stuff, but I could, not an expert, but some airlines want it off during takeoff, and I guess. But B2 says not turning them off before takeoff lets them take off quicker than other airlines. Okay. Packs are off, neither de-ice or too hot. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start number 2. I should have started a little bit earlier, but that's okay.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Does it only offer the CFM? I think, I don't know. What are the other options besides CFM?
There's the IAE engines, which are more fuel efficient but slow, rather loud and noisy. So yeah.
JSnap says yes, only CFM for now. Okay. JLou is asking to taxi with one engine. I guess I can do that. Let's find out what happens. There's the nose wheel steering disconnect. You're being serious about your joke.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Have a great drive back to the terminal. All right. I guess I'll taxi with one engine. Let's arm this. This might haunt me later. I should save the state on the one taxi. All right. All right. So arm spoilers, and I'm going to set the trim also. Trim is going to be set to 1 up. No any ice required. Flaps going down to notch 1. Flight control check. Left, right, back, forward. There's no way really. I'm wondering if this flight control slat system 2 fault is related to me only having one engine on. No, I shouldn't. Alright, let's turn the taxi light on. Auto brake set to maximum. And APU bleed is off, and master APU switch off. You shouldn't set flaps before engine 1 starting. Ah, okay. So if we're going to do a one engine taxi though, I have to, right? Or I should just wait until I start both engines before I put the flaps down?
I think this is my assumption, so don't take this as gospel, but you'd obviously have to put a lot more strain on the PTU in order to get the flaps down. So
makes sense. I'll just taxi with no flaps for now. What we're doing is we're taxiing with one engine, just so you guys know. Someone may say, "Hey, you forgot engine 1." Excuse me. All right, I'm going to get my taxi diagram out, so bear with me. Just gonna quickly talk to you guys about this taxi. So over here we've got airports, taxi diagram. Actually, we're gonna go closest airport is Boston. Taxi diagram. We are over here. We're going to 22 left. So we're gonna taxi down Bravo, maybe cross runway 15 right, and go down November, cross 22 right, November to 22 left. That will work. All right, this one engine taxi is brought to you by JLU. Ooh, it feels a little different, and I guess that's good. That it feels a little bit different taxiing with one engine with regard to rudder input. That's cool.
Just make sure that you start up the engines 3 minutes prior to departure, because
Okay.
For reasons you have to warm up the oil temperature.
Okay. Smile complicated. What link would you like to post? Normally you should start engine 1 because it provides power to the green hydraulic systems, then start 2, then set electrical. Ah, okay. Well, we're doing number 2 only for right now, I guess, is the plan of attack. Now let's taxi down here. Woo. Thank you, Jayla. Jayla, you know quite a bit. What is your background, Jaylu? Are you what A320s have you flown in the sim, and or do you have some real world stuff, or what is your story? Tell us your story. Give us your social security number if you're an American. Give us your blood type. Oh, this looks so good. Ah, Mr. X. AB positive. Yeah, there you go.
What are you using for charts, may I ask?
For charts? I use ForeFlight on my iPad, and I also have Navigraph charts, but I mostly use.
'Cause I saw on the forums like someone was using Navigraph on the EFB, so I think that would be quite a cool feature to test out.
Yeah, I should do that. I mean,
fair enough.
I might have to log in, but I could test that.
Approaching 15 right.
All right, so from a following the letter of the law, what lights should you have on when you're crossing an active runway? You've been given permission to cross, but what lights should you have on? It seems like there's something more than the normal. You're an aerospace engineer working with Iberia's maintenance facility. Ah, that's so cool. We got someone in there who can teach me things. Strobes and nav. Okay. Thank you guys. It just doesn't get any better than that. Look at that view. My goodness. Disco ball plus laser lights. Oh, I'm gonna have to charge admission pretty soon for B2. So technically, because I'm gonna cross the other runway, I'm gonna put on navs and strobes just to cross the runway up here, even though it's a little ways away.
Don't forget, you still got engine 1 that needs starting.
Okay. Be fun to take off with one engine. D Handy, your sim's looking great, John. Thank you, D Handy. Thank you. Are you finding time to sim from time to time, Dave? Hope you can still do a flight or two. I know you've been busy with. I think volleyball is taking up some time. What else is going on? You got the new place. Probably got twins on the way. Who knows? All right, let's come up here. Well, there's your one engine taxi, J-Lu. Although I will say on the wrong engine, but Augustus, how's the FlightFactor? Yeah, this is number one. Number one. Yeah, it's quieting down now. You get a little bit of sim time in you. Good. I'm glad you could join us today. All right, let's. So packs are still off. We're gonna go ahead and do start number 2. Or start number 1. Oops, it didn't like that. Oh, thrust levers just was barely off. I like that. That's a safeguard. I had the thrust lever up like literally like a centimeter, and it said nope. Now we got good engine start coming. Nope. Low start air pressure. Okay, this is good. We're learning. Turn that off. We do have packs off.
Do you still have your APU on?
No. No, the APU's off. That makes sense. I wonder if you could start it without the APU being on through another, you know, other means, like maybe pack flow high, maybe? I don't know. Crossbleed is open. I'm turning the APU on. We'll be fine. I could use the engine bleed. Okay. Oh, like, but isn't the engine bleed... Aren't... Okay. Alright. I could have done that. Engine bleed. We're in no rush, though. APU is starting up. Engine 2 bleed, of course. Yeah, because we're starting number 1. Yeah. I would think that the APU would start here, but this is good learning. So let's get rid of that for a second. Let's try it.
Press the start switch.
I thought I did, because it went to the APU screen automatically. I'll try it again.
You press the master switch, but I don't see anything for the actual start switch. So.
Yeah, there it goes. It was just a matter of pressing the switch. I thought I'd pressed it. In fact, I may have clicked just maybe outside the zone, maybe.
But perhaps that would have been, it was quite inefficient of me to mention the APU. Perhaps J-Lu, is it J-Lu, can mention how to get the bleed airs on.
Yeah, so the other option besides the APU, if I understand this correctly, would have been to turn on engine 2 bleed, right there. That's good to know. Nope, still not going. Low start air pressure. Alright, we'll try it with the engine 2 bleed on. Or off. That's only to shut off the engine bleed. Ah, okay. So, this is good. I think this is simulating a real world situation. APU bleed. There we go. Duh. Love you guys. Alright. There we go.
So you're a bleed selector to
Yep, we're good. Sorry, say that again? We're good now.
Oh, your bleed knob selector to auto.
On the crossfeed? Or sorry, not on the crossfeed, but right here? Rather than open?
Correct. So that's one.
I wouldn't change that off of default, but I wonder if this plane leaves it on open, but we'll go to auto. Flying Kid, we had the conversation about packs on or off, and so some airlines will well, obviously when you start engines you want packs off, right, Flying Kid? Right? Agree with me. Say yep. Yeah, Vexon, I went your way. I went ahead and went to auto, so that's good. All right, so we want to. What would you say? 3 minutes for engine start, at least to let that oil temperature rise before takeoff.
Roughly 3 minutes, but I did see a quote in chat that says 2 minutes for newer engines and 5 minutes for older engines. That was from, I'm quoting JLo there.
Flying Kid says packs are auto off in the Airbus, so I disagree. Well, in talking to a real-world pilot, some airlines have them. Well, I think most airlines have them off for start, for when engines start, and then some have them off for takeoff, and some have them on. We talked about it a little bit earlier. And then, okay, there's another variation. So Lurbu says EasyJet does 1 pack on and 1 pack off. Yeah. JLu says packs are always on. And JLu, I trust, but that's interesting because in some of the flows, it's packs off for engine start.
I have personally never ever seen that. It's always on auto except for when takeoff, and it's off for like 2 minutes and it goes back on. So
Interesting conversations. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. So, yeah, again, airline SOP. Makes a note. Call Airbus about the packs. Yeah, there you go. All right, we got a good engine start. We'll go ahead and turn off the APU bleed, and we're going to turn off the APU. And we're going to turn on the packs. Dang it. Because we did a packs off departure before. Let's do a packs on departure. Strobe lights on, beacon light on, wing light on, navigation lights, runway turn off, landing lights on, nose to taxi, or sorry, nose to take off. Let's do takeoff config test. Oh, I also need to do flaps because we had a 1 engine taxi. So I'm going to set flaps 1. And we'll let that come down here and we'll go takeoff config. There we go. Takeoff config normal. Hi, Chuckle. Hi, Augustus. Hi, Lex. Alright, so, I think we're ready to taxi into position. It's so cool. I think it's time for one more joystick qualifier giveaway. When we get to cruise, we're gonna do another raffle to be a qualifier for tomorrow's joystick giveaway. Oh baby!
So just one final thing on the ECAM, press the recall button just to make sure there are no final warnings, particularly after the taxi engine starts up. And yeah, we're good to go.
Alright, let me do the recall when I get up here and line up and wait. So just 1 second. We only set packs off after de-ice, and when it's too hot here in Madrid, they take. Yeah, I think that again, I think some of the packs procedure is airline specific. There's probably a you know, an average procedure
On
that's.
runway 22 right.
But the truth is when I did the cold and dark video on YouTube, I had forgotten to turn on the fuel pumps, and I learned that in the real world, believe it or not, there have been pilots, real world pilots, that have forgotten to turn on the fuel pumps, and the engines still start. And it has something to do with suction feeding or something like that. And then there are some variations of the Airbus over time that have had issues starting with the fuel pumps accidentally left off. But it's gone both ways, so it's kind of interesting. I just love the fact that we're getting a plane that is simulating a lot of the real world situations. J. Lou says fuel pumps are gravity fed. Perfect. 22 left, you're right. Dang it, you're right, Cessna. Wow. Boston Tower called, said, you're changing to 22 right. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna go to flex power. When I get to 1,500 feet, I'm gonna possibly go to thrust climb. I'm gonna hand fly it for a little while.
On runway 22 right. On
No,
runway
no inverted
22
systems.
right.
L is used for arrivals. Well, there you go. Cool. Oh yeah, wait, ECAM. You wanted the ECAM. So let's go down here. All right. So where are you saying with regards to the recall?
So on your pedestal, there should be a bunch of buttons. So it should be like hydraulic, AV
Yep.
run.
RCL?
The bottom is there. Yeah, RCL. That's the recall button.
Okay. Recall brings up everything. Okay. Cool. So it says here we're all green. So that's awesome. TCAS is on standby. There we go. Let's simulate a real situation. 22. Wait. Double clear. 3325. 3. Wait. Double clear. 33. Oops. 32. 5 4 2 2. TARA. Squawk on. And then the other thing, it says we have landing lights on, park brake is set, we have auto brake on max, passenger signs are armed, spoilers are armed, flaps takeoff config is normal. Oh, and the start switch. Should I have the start switch on normal? Yes. I'm assuming. Yeah. Did I ever find a reason for the cabin temp pressure issue? No, I didn't. If the aircraft was flown 1 hour ago, there is no takeoff message, but it's more than 1 hour. You should get a takeoff warning regarding oil temperature.
On runway 22 right. On runway
Okay,
22
let's do this.
right.
I'm going to bring up my ND here for a second. I'm going to move this up here. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. There's the intercept going out to TJ. I'm also going to bring this one up. We'll make sure that we're getting into thrust climb. I know that's going to be behind me, but that's okay. You guys will get the idea. Doesn't it? It looks good, doesn't it? DS Joel. All right, parking brake is off. Here we go. Oh. Come on, get me flex. There's flex. It's kind of finicky, that little thrust lever. But there's flex 40. V1's coming up. V1 rotate 5 degree. 5 degree down bubble. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Let's not go. We're going like 15 degrees. There we go. I'll try to do a flyby. Yeah, too low. All right, let's make the turn. Oop. Got an overspeed, but that's normal because of my hand flying. Oh, wait. Oh, we gotta get this into a better trimmed situation. Alright, we gotta go to thrust climb now. Oops. There's manual thrust. Thrust. There's thrust climb. We'll hand fly it to TJ or whatever. Yeah, I know we're getting a little bit of an overspeed. It's because of the... There we go. Alright. Now, you wanted to test a direct 2, right?
It was actually the alternate laws of the Airbus. So I will wait a bit when we're a bit higher.
Wait, I need to get this back to thrust climb. There we go, thrust climb. Flaps are clean, right? Yeah, flaps are clean. $6,000. You know what's very fun, Delta Who? It's fun when you fly before a couple hundred people and you do so many things wrong and you learn so many things for the next time. It's interesting putting yourself out there, right? You like really, you put yourself, you know, you get a little nervous, you forget a procedure or two, but people call you on it, man.
Yeah, but it's the only way we learn, I guess, you know. And yeah, we muck up, but you learn something every time.
Yeah. So in that case, I put my flaps in a little bit late, and that's why I was overspeeding. And let's see, who was it? FS Steven called me out. All right, let's try a direct 2. It's interesting it's not flying. Oh, I need to go into manage mode. So let's do that. Manage mode. And let's do a direct 2. So we'll go direct 2. We'll go direct to Jester. How's that sound? Direct 2 insert. And then we'll put that into manage mode as well. So there's a direct to Jester. Jester's dead. $245 guys in the cockpit.
Roger. I'm so sorry, AJ. Stole your catchphrase.
So yeah, just for you Boeing guys out there like me, when this dot here shows up, that means you're in a managed speed mode, and managed heading mode, and managed altitude. And yeah, again, apologies for my making mistakes, but it's a flight simulator, and we're learning together. I really appreciate everyone chiming in, talking about what I need to do, and us working through things. I really like it. What we should do is test our... we still have the cockpit temperature problem.
Well, that's the interesting thing about Airbus, is that it's quite similar, but yet it's so different in systems, and it's really a joy to sort of learn about all these things.
There was something I may have needed to do with regard to the temperatures. But yeah, we're having the same problem with the temperatures. So, JLU, it's happening again. Vexon, it does show, yeah, it shows the curve for the nav path, yeah. If
to clean up, by the way, so ground spoilers off, sorry, seatbelt signs off, and standard pressure as well when you hit 18,000.
18,000 coming up. Some airlines actually do, believe it or not, they turn them off at 10,000. It's really interesting. So I'm saying, okay, lane lights off, turn off wing lights on, navigation can stay on 1, nose light can come off, beacon and strobe can stay on, right? Yeah, sure. Standard pressure. Pull it out for standard pressure. We can de-arm the spoilers. Your cabin altitude is too. Yeah, I know. We're having a problem with the cabin altitude. Yeah. Yep. We're aware of it right here. And it's the second time that it's happened, but it's okay because we're as someone pointed out earlier, we are transporting penguins, and the penguins need it to be minus 55 in the. Ooh, GPS primary lost. That's interesting. There's the turn adjuster.
Also, I just reread what said on the forums. The packs might not necessarily be your fault. It might be a bug. So.
Oh, okay. It might be a bug. Okay. How is it on frames? Pack J, it's I'm getting 30 plus frames. So it's really nice. I do have a 1080 Ti card though, and an i7 7700 processor. With a ton of RAM. Move the joystick to see if the autopilot disconnects. Okay, let's do it. So I'll just zoom down here so you guys can see the joystick move. Yep. Autopilot disconnected. Yep. I'll re-engage the autopilot. Europe altitude is 10,000 for lights. Yeah, it's 10,000 for some airlines in the U.S. You'd feel like a penguin also, Will? Yeah. Uh-oh. J-Lu, what are you saying? Does this come with the integration of the shared cockpit? I think that this here is server settings, maybe? I don't know. I don't see anything. Maybe JSnap can comment on that side of things.
I don't think there's any shared cockpit yet, and that's the key word.
No, I think he's working on a multi-crew option that's going to come. I thought it was going to come with the plane, but I could be wrong. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know, J-Lu. What happens? What's supposed to happen when I move the joystick? Does the web browser on the tablet work? Yes, it does. So if we come down here and we go to browser, oh, we got a little bit of a frame rate there. And we come down here and we go to Pilot Edge. A little bit of a frame hit. I think that's a tile load. PilotEdge.net. There we go. PilotEdge.net. Click on About. Oh, the hover's not working there. Bye-bye. We go to... Oh, we can open up a new tab and go to skyvector.com. Open up a new tab. Yeah, it really is. I can go to myflightroute.com. All that good stuff. I highly doubt this would work, but oh, it does work. Oh my gosh. I'm going to scroll over to where we are. I didn't think this would work, but here's the winds coming out of Boston. Wow. There's the wind directions and everything. Pretty
Does
cool.
this mean I can Netflix and fly at the same time?
I know that we did a YouTube video earlier. Let's see. So Jay Lou says joystick should move prior to disconnect. 10 degrees both sides. Okay. Remember, pilots use joystick also to push the talk to the tower. They could have hands on the joystick, and if there is some turbulence, imagine that. Yeah. Yeah.
So now that we're climbing, I think I kind of want to test something out, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Sure. So I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory, and I know there's actual people who know the aircraft. So if I say anything wrong, do correct me. But for now, go to the overhead.
Overhead.
Yep. And then I think on the left and right hand columns, you'll have a row of panels that says flight control, and they'll have a series of buttons in them. So they'll say like ELAC 1, SEC 1, FAC 1, FAC 2,
Yep.
etc. Okay, so as you know, the Airbus is controlled by a series of computers. I think 7, I believe it is, and each one does a number of different things. So you have ELAC, which is your elevator and stabilizer control. You have your SEC, which is your spoiler control, and the FAC, which is your electrical rudder control. Now, under normal operating conditions, you should be running under what's called normal law. Normal law is basically the state of the aircraft with a bunch of protections in place. So you should have, I think, an angle of attack, attitude, speed, bank angle, etc. So I think if you try to bank the aircraft, it will bank no more than something like 30 degrees.
Okay.
So in the event of certain failures or abnormal positions, you should go into other flight control laws. And I think there's about 5 in total, but I think I only know 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
So the next state down from that is alternate law, and that disables a few protections. I'm not quite sure which. I think it disables the bank attitude and the alpha floor. But that can be disabled by, I'm going to tell you to do this in a second, by disabling the ELAC 1 and the ELAC 2 buttons.
Okay.
The other 2 that I know of are direct law and mechanical backup. So direct law is just basically no failures on whatsoever. And mechanical backup is in the event that you lose all hydraulics, and the only way you can control the aircraft is through the pitch trim and the rudders, I believe. So.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're at a stable altitude, disable ELAC 1 and ELAC 2, and just test the bank of the aircraft to see if you can get a really steep pitch.
Okay. ELAC 1 and 2 coming off once we get up to the cruise then. Okay. Cool. J-Lu says, that's right. All right. While we're waiting to get up to the cruise, I'm going to go ahead and open up the raffle here in just a moment. I'm giving away a joystick tomorrow on the channel. We're going to give away the VKB Gladiator Mark II joystick. It's a beautiful joystick. You do need to be present to win, and we have we've had 2 raffles so far. This is the 3rd of 5 raffles that will qualify you to be the final 5 people in that drawing for that joystick. So if you want to buy a raffle ticket, Right now, you can buy a raffle ticket, one raffle ticket for 2 snacks. You're earning snacks as you watch the John Fly channel. Also, you can gamble. So yeah, I'm going to open it up right now. So type in it'll tell you here. We're going to type start ticket raffle for joystick qualifier. Must be present, open to all users. Each ticket costs 2 snacks. You can buy a maximum of 750 snacks. Type in !ticket space and then the number of tickets that you want to put into the raffle in order to be the 3rd qualifier of a total of 5. So yeah, 2 snacks each, and you can buy up to 750. So if you had 1,500 snacks, you could buy. All right, we're getting near our cruising altitude, coming up through flight level 345. Yes, you have to be present tomorrow. It's going to be drawn, the final person is going to be drawn between 2 Eastern, 2 and 3 Eastern time, between 2 and 3 Eastern time tomorrow. Right in the middle of the first round of NFL football games. Alright, we're almost to a cruise, and then we're going to do our test of our ability to bank after turning off some of the flight control limitations, ELAC 1 and ELAC 2. Am I a fan of the Dallas Cowboys? No, I am not. I was a fan of a few players in the past. Roger Staubach, you know. Of course, Emmitt Smith. Troy Aikman was cool. Who was Roger Staubach's go-to receiver? What was his name? It was something with a T. Who was that guy? Can you test the turbine air and look at it on the outside? I can put that on the list, yeah. Yeah, Broncos are my team, yeah. You got to meet Emmett in the 90s? That's cool. All right, we're at cruise. Let's do this. All right, so let's turn that off.
Wait, first thing says keep it on, and then just test the bank and the pitch.
Okay. All right, here we go. Autopilot's... Whoa. Ooh, that was a little rudder input. So autopilot is now off. We can clear the master warning. Okay, so the bank angle, here goes the bank angle. Oh, I got a little bit of frame rate. We better stabilize. Hold on. I think that's either a weather load or a tile load. Okay. That bank angle is pretty severe. But it's not like I can't go more. It's like totally controlling it. So that was the max I could go. Sorry if I'm doing a tile load here. Okay, we'll go the other side. Yep, that's the max I can do there. Okay, so now we'll go back to straight and level. Or somewhat straight and level. And then, can I clear that? It's still yelling at me. I'm going to turn the autopilot back on for a second.
That's fun.
It's still yelling at me. It did not like that. It's like, what are you doing?
So I'm sorry.
How do I get rid of that sound, I wonder? Recall. Is there a horn button anywhere? Emergency cancel? There should be a horn somewhere. Is there a horn cutout?
I'm not sure. Did you keep the ELAC 1 and ELAC 2 on?
I didn't touch those yet.
Didn't see. Oh, okay.
This was a test with, yeah. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a managed descent. Or an unmanaged, a manual descent. So I'm going to go into open descent, thrust idle. And we're going to set the altitude back to 36,000. Wait, hold on. Here we go. All right, it's off now, so that's good. Yeah, there's vertical speed. Increase that a little bit. You can see it's gone up to 1100, so that's cool. Vertical speed. 45-degree max angle, even even when we turn off these limiters up here. Oh, it was, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Dorset. Tony Dorset. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. But normal law between 33 and 63. Okay. Alright, we're somewhat level again, so I'm going to go... I'll go managed again on that. And then... Alright, I'm going to turn off... Or I'm going to hit the ELAC 1 button, and I'm going to hit the ELAC 2 button.
Okay.
And we've got, of course, warnings, master cautions. Of course. And we have... ELAC fault, so that's good. Here we go. Now we're going to do the test. Here we go.
So this time it should allow you to bank a lot steeper than what was limiting you before.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh yeah, quite a bit. Yep. It's modeled, baby. Get stable. The penguins are freaking out.
Oh wow.
You know what's kind of interesting is it seemed like it let me bank a little bit more on the left side than it did on the right. Alright, I'm going to try this again.
Try pitching up as well beyond 30 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's letting me pitch really far on the right now. Okay, now we'll pitch up. There's 10, there's 20, there's 30. There's 30, and stall. We might go into a flat spin here. Yep. Oh, snack. Oh, snack. Well, at least this was a... Alright. Alright, get control. Get control. Get control. You have no idea how much feet and stick movement I was doing right then. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's go.
Quite the roller coaster, though.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
No, 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 no. It was all in the name of a test, right?
For science.
Science. I'm going to go into a thrust climb, so we're going to take off of our... Let's see here. Let's turn the master cutoff off. Clear. I'm going to turn those systems back on because we like those systems. And see if we can level off here. Actually, need to get level before we can engage. That's too much of a climb there too. All right. All right, vertical speed up for, and we'll go into managed mode. I'm hoping that horn turns off in a second. How did we get the horn to turn off last time?
Was it not setting the altitude?
Maybe you're right. Okay, it's good now. All right, let's do a direct to. That was fun.
Also, your thrust is looking a little bit low. Turn your auto thrust as well.
Auto throttle coming back on. And we'll do can we go in, can we climb in Mach? Probably, huh? No, I'm gonna do, no, that's fine. Alright. No, actually. Auto throttle back on. I'll do Mach. And then I'm going to come down here. Sorry, I'm missing the chat. That was a test. That worked. I'm going to go direct to GDIC. So we're going to go direct to GDIC. Direct to insert. I'm going to go into managed mode. Yeah, we're in managed mode. And I'm going to go into... I'm still on vertical climb speed. All right. What's going on in the chat? Oh, welcome to the club, JSnap says. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so you've had your first taste of what the alternate laws are. There are a lot more protections than that you could test, but I'll let you do that in your free time, for the safety of your own passengers, of course.
The penguins need a little bit of a break.
Will someone think of the penguins?
It's all fun and game until parts start flying off the plane. Yeah, yeah. Let's change the altitude. Okay, yeah, we did that. 36. I think we're good. Probably can go back into managed mode again now. Val dudes. Val dudes in the house. I believe if I could be joined by another A320 beta tester today. I think in about an hour and a half or so, Toto Ritko, I think, will be available, and he'll be giving us some additional lessons. But thank you for being here, Delta Who. You're welcome to stay as long as you can.
It's my pleasure. I've had a good time and tested some things out. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. The real Fly with John, it's been an adventure because I've made a few procedural faux pas. Can I call it a faux pas? But we've learned a lot. And we greased a landing in Orlando. We've done a no PAX takeoff, a PAX on takeoff. We've done a one engine taxi. Show the plane at night now with all the interior lights on. We did that earlier, but I can do it again. If there's anyone else that wants to get in on the raffle for the joystick, make sure that you type in exclamation ticket space and then the amount of tickets that you want to buy. You should at least buy at least one. So exclamation ticket space 1. And then you can qualify for the joystick giveaway for tomorrow. Can you make a PA announcement like in the FS Labs?
I
I have zero interest in making a PA announcement. Okay, so here's the lights. It looks good. And I can change the intensity of these. Ooh. Oh yeah, nice. Bright, dim. Annunciator lights. Oh. Oh, look at that with the annunciators on. That's the annunciator test. Nice. I like it. Let's oh. Look at that. That looks legit.
I'll be sure to tell Nightmare Friend you've converted a Boeing guy to an Airbus.
Say that again?
I said I'll be sure to tell Nightmare Frame that we converted a Boeing guy to an Airbus.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still in love with the Boeings. Trust me. In fact, I'll be honest with you. In the simulator, this is my favorite plane, this FlightFactor A320. But in the real world, if someone said, hey, you can have a 737 MAX or you can have an A320, it's yours. In the real world, they would just hand me either one. I would take the Boeing. But in the sim, I prefer this plane. How's that for an opinion?
Definitely understandable. I love the tactability of the Boeing planes. So yeah, both were really, really good. I win at the end of the day because I just get to fly planes all day long.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's test some. Someone wanted to test rain effect, I think. So I'm going to come down here to the EFB. Ooh, Sky Vector. Ooh, that's a cool browser. All right, settings. Rain effect is coming on. I don't know if I need to apply that or not. I'm not sure if that's related to that section or if that's going to be independent. Panel quality, normal, high, low. Sorry, that's reflection. We need to turn rain effect on to normal. We may have to do that at the gate. I don't know. Can you adjust the light sources under the MCP? Yes, you can. So the light sources are down here, right, for the eCam. Yeah, you can change the brightness of those. All right. So what I want to do here. You know what? I gotta make sure I'm past my top of descent, I think so, or nearing it. So let's do a manage descent. Let's reset the altitude to the bottom of red route 1. And we're going to do open descent, thrust idle. And we're going to descend down to 10,000 feet. While we're doing that, do I dare change this to a rainy situation? Maybe I should do that after a reboot, and then we'll look at the rain on the ground. So I'll make a note. Rain on the ground. All right, JT Kerr. That WJT, I think they'll announce that probably. I don't know exactly sure the details, but. Am I using Xenviro? No. I'm waiting for 1.08. 1.08. What sets this apart from other Airbus? I think, well, Valdude, so far, I'm really enjoying the ability to use LNAV and VNAV.
I was about to say, slightly, it actually flies.
Does that make sense? That's one thing, I guess. But no, rain won't work without reload. Okay. All right, thank you, Tammy. Tammy, are you one of the beta testers or one of the developers, Tammy? Just by chance? If you are, welcome. If you're not, welcome. Either way, welcome. The FMC appears to be from another planet compared. Yeah. Penguins for everyone. We have some constraints for Zizzy at 10,000. Yeah. It's pretty three-dimensional. I mean, that kind of gives you a 3D look there of the FCU, or is it WGS? Yeah, why is everyone talking about penguins? Yeah, exactly. Right, Ross? Benny Sim, hello, sir. This flyby is brought to you by Benny Sim. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, in general, are there any other things about the Airbus that you're not quite sure about, or you'd like to ask the chat? Or?
There's so many things that I need to learn, and truth be told, a year from now, I think I'll still be learning, even though I'll be flying this regularly. If I think of anything, I'm gonna let you know. I do think that I need to. It's not so much that I need to completely understand all of the different thrust lever modes, but it seems to me that my sim, when I try to get it into, say, a flex position, it goes to toga accidentally. So I got to work on. Maybe there are some better ways to do it rather than using my throttle. But yeah, no. If I have any questions, I'll let you know. I think today or sometime this week, I hope to have our a real A320 pilot in the real world who flies it, every day, every week. The A320, he's going to join us, and he's probably going to have all sorts of tests of this fine aircraft, and after that, I'm going to have tons of questions constantly. But
and that's going to be pretty interesting. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. There is some daylight change. Ooh. Are you using some gamma shift? I pretty much whatever's default on OBS. Does it look good or bad? C-bar. Oh, okay. Temmie is the 3D artist. Is a 3D artist for the plane. Oh, well, thank you for joining us, Temmie. Thank you for being here on Twitch, and thank you for your three-dimensional mastery. Thank you. What hardware throttles? I'm using the Thrustmaster, which is very good. I mean, it's got a lot of fidelity, but I just seem like I'm not finding. I'm going too far past these, and maybe I need to. I think maybe in the real world you'd feel the different notches. I don't know for sure. That'd be a question I'll have to ask. Is that if you
it's
could
definitely a detent that you feel. So
okay.
You can approximate. So flex temperature is normally about 75% and climbs about 50%. So it goes all the way. If you have markings on your throttle quadrant, then you can figure it out.
Makes sense. Alright, I'm going to enter my destination data now. So let's go to the perf page. Uh-oh. I seem to have a lock here. Yep, I've lost some ability to pop out screens. Alright, so maybe I need to copy my, I think it was called the stack trace, maybe. Let's take a look. Where would the stack trace stack_trace.txt file be? That'd probably be in X-Plane. Right there. There's the stack trace.
Try data or the plugins folder. I know FlightFactor might.
Yeah, no, I have it.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that as stack trace. Save that to the desktop. Don't know if that's going to help. But I seem to have lost some of the click spot ability. So I'm not sure if... Maybe it's because I'm in the settings screen here. Maybe it's because I messed around with things in here in the middle. So we may need to... Well, let's see if I can still control the plane though. Yep, I still can control the plane. To a degree. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to set up the ILS frequency unless we can get back to our... I'm going to try something. Alright, so we're going to go down. Maybe it's okay now. Oh, it's back. Alright, clear. And we're going to clear all of this. And then I'm going to go to perf. And I'm going to go to... approach. And we're going to go to 9.92. The winds. Winds are 180 at 4. So 180 slant 4. I don't necessarily need to put in a decision height. I won't put it in a config 3 this time. Transition altitude, actually, we're below it, so I can go standard pressure. Or not standard pressure, but yeah, 299 or 2. Clear. I'm gonna level off at 10,000 for some testing. I have not tried the turbine air yet. Nope. Let's check here. 109.9. Yep, that's correct. Course will be 006. Zero, 006. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat. Just and we'll turn some landing lights on. We'll set auto brake to medium. We've obtained the ATIS. The McDo is set. Auto brake is set. Seatbelt sign is on. Anti-ice is required. Sliding tables are stored. Lights are on. Seatbelt sign. LS mode. Sure, why not? LS.
Sorry, I'm just seeing some people in chat. You have to remember that this is a beta product, and anything can change as far as I'm aware. And I personally don't think should be compared to other products out there, even if you have strong feelings with or against them. For what it's worth,
I'll compare them. It's my favorite plane.
From what I've seen, this is definitely going to be my #1 favorite. It looks like a really exciting plane.
You can quote me on that. I'll compare. It's my favorite plane. All right, we're making the turn. Who's talking in the background? Yeah, Delta Who, baby. Click on him, give him the man a follow. We're just doing some testing for. We got permission from the Washington. What is it here? It's is it Washington Center or what is it? Let's check out the map. So if we come over here and we do IFR high. Now we'll do IFR low. Yeah, this is Washington. Okay, so Washington approach has given us permission to fly over the Waterloo VOR at 10,000. That's a good question. I'm going to try something. If I come down here and I set up oh, standby nav, that's cool. I might have to test some VOR flying. Slant Alpha. That's, yeah, it's very nice of Washington approach, yep. Yeah, where's that emote? That emote seems especially appropriate right now. Where is it? Right there. Oh, tile load or weather load? Let's do data output. Frame rate. 30. There we go. 35 frames. It's like the 757. You can't track VORs. I don't want to track it with the autopilot. I just wanted to see if I could, use the course needle. And you asked Washington Approach the same thing earlier, and they said something about no, we're expecting an emergency shipment of penguins, so get off my frequency. You have to use your heading mode. About the what?
A course needle.
I was going to bring up the. I'm not going to do it, but later on I'm going to test the ability to change this to the VOR, and then be able to change the needle based on a like. Oh, it looks like it's actually working because it has the ATR VOR in, and it does show the course. So yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Siziano, welcome. I'm messing with some of the shadows. That's kind of cool. I think you should be able to go to LOC on the MCP and track the LOC. You'd think. That's a good point. We're actually headed right toward the VOR, but you're right. You'd think you could do LOC, but maybe that's only in approach mode? I don't know. All right, let's do a drawing. Anyone else that want to get in on the joystick giveaway? I'm going to do the drawing here in just a moment. So if you want in, type in !ticket space 1 or more. You can buy up to 750 raffle tickets, but they cost 2 snacks each. So !ticket space 10, like Delta Who just did. He just bought 10 raffle tickets. It cost him 20 snacks. You're qualifying for a joystick giveaway for tomorrow. Must be present to win. Must be present to win.
Gotta be in it to win it.
In it. All right, you got about another minute to buy your raffle tickets, folks. I'll start the timer here. There we go. Timer. Actually, I'll give you 2 minutes. Does it announce? How do you subscribe? I think it depends. If you're Twitch Prime, it's free, and you just click the subscribe button up above, but you need to associate your Twitch account, your Amazon account, with your Twitch account. Otherwise, you can just click the subscribe button above. Ooh, we got a lot of last-minute raffle tickets given away for the joystick. Yes, in-flight announcement, raffle tickets are 2 snacks, beer is 80 snacks, and cocktails are 130 snacks. Woo. I gotta give B2 some snacks right now. Let's do it. Let's light this snack candle. Alright. Add. How many people do we have first off? We have 188, so add 188 to B2. It's Flyboy in the background. All right, let's see if we can find the ATR VOR in the ortho. I always like finding VORs. I'm thinking that's it right there, but I can't tell. Oh, no, it's right there. Right there. Oh, there it is. There's the Waterloo VOR. Oh, baby. I don't know. Did he say? He could have said daddy. Yeah, I think he did, actually. All right. Timer is up. Raffle ticket closing. 24 entered, and a total of 2,045 have been entered. I'll get a good view here to do our drawing with. Ooh, look at that. Oh, snack. Okay, here we go. And the qualifier for the joystick to be given away tomorrow. This will be the third person to qualify, right? Is it third or fourth? Third. Here we go. Wait. Wait.
Let's do this, dudes. Are you ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You must claim. You must claim in the chat.
Oh! Yes! 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 Freedom!
Val dudes. What we do in life echoes for an eternity. There we have it. Do we have a claim? Do we have a claim? You have, whoever won it has to claim it in the chat. Be here or we have to draw again. We have a claim. A feed of Pete, a feed of Petch, a feed of Peaches. Nice. Thank you for the claim. You might want to put your hat on straight. Oh!
I think that deserves another foul, Freedom.
Yes, please, babe.
We gotta subscribe.
We gotta subscribe. H Depress, or is it HD Esprit? How would you say that, Delta Who? Thank you for the subscription. What were you saying, Delta Who?
I was just saying that deserves another foul, Freedom.
Yes. You mean the subscribe or?
No, the Freedom soundbite.
Oh. Yeah, I love that Freedom soundbite. I actually think you can actually purchase it. No. If
we
you
gotta subscribe.
I think some people can. I think some people actually can.
Let's do this, dudes. Are you ready?
When they
Here we go.
launch it, it
In
actually
3,
deducts snacks
2,
from their
1.
account, I believe. But I can't recall.
Yes! Go! Yes! 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 Freedom!
So thank you for the subscribe, HD Esprit, or HD Espress. Is it Espress? Thank you for the support, man. Thank you. All right, we're going to go on a vector. We'll go on a vector in about a few more miles. We'll go on a vector. Anything else, Delta Who, would you like me to test while we're in this little 10,000 VFR cruise mode? It's not VFR, but...
Not right now. I can't
Okay.
really think of anything off the top of my head. Just good luck for landing.
Thank you. Maybe H descent press? It could be. It could be H descent press. Ooh, I could auto land. Should we test the auto land? I did grease the landing in Orlando. We could test the auto land. All right, we'll have a vote. It'd be interesting to see what it does, but generally auto lands land pretty hard by design, from what I understand. They need to get down and get in that first part of the runway, but let's reset that. AL. Oh, crap. Accidentally turned off my auto throttle.
There is something I do want to see, but I'm not particularly sure on how to trigger it. It's when you do, say for instance, a Cat 3 auto land, so you have Autopilot 1 and Autopilot 2 on, and then you disconnect to take manual control. The A320 system should enunciate 3 clicks to show that change in modes, if that makes sense. I don't know if someone can confirm if that happens or how you activate it, but yeah.
Sorry, I had a plane problem. I missed some of that. Give me a second. My auto throttle won't kick back. Oh, there it goes. All right. Can you repeat that?
It's fun. Yeah, so what Nerd Rage says, so when you do a Cat 3 landing, so Autopilot 1 and Autopilot 2 on, and then you deactivate it for a manual approach, the system should enunciate 3 clicks to indicate that you're doing a Cat 3 landing, and it should be 3 clicks for Cat 2.
Okay.
One call. Yeah.
All right, we got a poll open. The poll is you type 1 if you want me to test the auto land, and type 2 if you want me to do a manual landing. It'll be a little while before the landing, but...
Sorry, just a curious gimmick of mine.
I'm actually curious about the auto land, so if I can influence your vote in any way... Oh, I need to change the thrust climb here. I want it to be lever MCT. Yeah, I've lost the ability to use my throttle on the joystick. It's very interesting. It's almost... Oh, wait. There we go. Now I got it back. Okay. I don't want Toga, though. Alright, Toga... There we go. Now we can control... No, we can't. There's Toga lock. We know that's in case we're stalling.
It seems like the public has spoken.
There, I hit the red button to get out of Toga lock. The public has spoken. You're right, 13-2. Alright, we will auto land it. I want to change this to... Sorry. Manual mode still. I'm going to go into... I'm going to go into speed mode. So I'm going to change this to 250. Pull this out toward me. So now I control the speed. And I want to go 240 on auto throttle.
It's interesting, so I've seen quite a few votes for manual as well, but that only appears to be free. I don't know if that's a bug in the poll system.
It's rigged.
Hacks.
Well, I think in the original thing it said, it was 1 auto land, 2 for manual, so I see, you can't, I don't see many people that formatted it correctly for 2. Oh, they're starting to register. Yeah, it's just a little bit delayed. Plane's acting a little bit interesting, so I'm gonna hand fly this for a little bit, I think. Yeah, we're getting to a slow speed. That's kind of like a warning. My auto throttle won't kick back on. There it goes.
And after all that complaining, I typed it incorrectly myself, so GG me.
Yeah, so I've got a little bit of a speed issue here. I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and I'm going to go into perf. I'm going to activate the approach just so it kind of shouldn't do it that early, but we need to be at 2500, so we'll get down. So 2500. And we'll go into a 800 feet per minute descent. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the lever MCT message. I thought I wanted to be at thrust. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to go on. No. Yeah, I don't have control to change these now. For some reason, I don't know why.
Try disabling auto throttle, then putting your levers to 0, and then engaging throttle again, and then putting it all the way up to max, and then climb.
Okay, max, back, and auto throttle. Perfect. Nope, still has lever MCT, but. Oh, I apparently locked them with my mouse. Oh, okay. Assert. I need assert in here. There's a complete analyzation of my flying on the org forum right now. Put the levers into climb. I don't want them into climb though, but okay. Now we're good. That's toga. That's thrust. There's speed. Okay. I think it's okay now. I'm going to enjoy reading that forum. Oh, snack. What's this guy doing?
What D10 is your auto throttling?
Actually, now I'm climbing. It's weird. Just a second. And fly this bad boy for a second. Okay, let's go into heading mode. And I want to fly. Yeah, we'll fly 279 for right now. We're getting down to 2500. I want to control the speed now. Let's get down to 210.
Are you sure your
standard.
throttle lever is in the right D10?
I'm in. That's what I need to do. I need to have a better view of my. I'm in climb power right now. I'm going to fly heading to 260. Oh man, I love Exterminator 24. Thank you, Exterminator 24. Coming to my defense. I can't cut and paste the browser in there. They're ripping me apart on the forums, but this is what Exterminator 24 says. He says, to be honest, the vast majority of simmers who are going to plunk money down on this plane are going to be just like John in the beginning. You have to understand that if flight simulation wasn't fun, people wouldn't do it. Just because the goal of the plane is to be designed just like the real world doesn't mean it should be off limits to people until they can fly it just like the real world captains with thousands of hours. In terms of marketing and open beta testing, John is probably a pretty good case of exactly what FlightFactor is going to deal with when the plane hits the open market. John has done nothing but to be open to comments and suggestions during the stream. He openly admitted early that he was still learning and trying to learn how to fly the plane correctly. I don't understand some of the venom. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Who has been given others an opportunity to see what the plane has to offer. Everyone needs to step back, breathe, and enjoy what is coming. For those with little to no experience in the Airbus, they get to learn. For those with thousands of hours in an Airbus, you'll get to have a realistic experience. And in terms of marketing, I actually think this type of display shows firsthand what the majority of the flight sim market will experience when getting their hands on the aircraft. And marketing is about selling, right? Well said. Thank you. Why do you lock the levers at the idle position with the mouse? I didn't mean to. Exterminator 24, are you here in the chat? I'm gonna check. Are you here? Yeah, you are here. Yeah, Assert needs to be in the chat. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Add Exterminator 24. I'm sorry, but you're getting 314 snacks. Thank you, my man. Oh, wait, I need to do points first. 314 Exterm. Thank you. 314 snacks given. I apologize, guys, if this is offensive to you, the way I'm flying this plane, but I'm having fun. I really am having fun. I hope you guys are okay with it also. All right, we're on heading mode. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, Toto, are you available for voice chat for the final leg that I'll ever stream, because they'll run me off the stage? Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. All right. After I land, if you could jump on Discord, that would be perfect. And we'll do one flight flawlessly with Toto Rico.
We got a subscribe.
We do have a subscribe. Thank you, DHandy91, for the subscribes. You DM'd me 10 minutes ago. Okay, perfect. I hope you're available after we land. I'm going to try to land this and then jump on there. We weren't scheduled until for another 38 minutes, I thought. Sorry if I misunderstood that. He said most people, let's see, there's a real life A320 pilot on YouTube. He said months ago that if the FlightFactor 320 were realistic, most people would struggle with the auto throttle as it's complex. Yeah. Hey, D-Handy, thank you again for the support. We've temporarily retired the Invisisticks. They're going to make another appearance at a point in the future, but thank you for the subscribe. All right, so auto brake is on. Let's slow down to 180. Alright, let's turn on the, you know what? Well, yeah. In just a moment, we're going to do a heading. Yeah, okay, we'll do a heading. We'll do a 310 heading. And some flaps. We'll do... I'm going to arm the localizer here by clicking that button. Arm the loc. 17 miles out. So in theory, my plane should automatically turn to the right to intercept the localizer. Go Sammy 19.
You gotta subscribe.
Go Sammy 1971 with the subscribe. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. Shouldn't I set AP2? Yeah, I could set AP2 for the Cat 3. Yeah, but I won't set it until.
Subscribe.
Apparently, it won't initialize until we get to that. Until we're established and probably at maybe at Jarl. There's a waypoint on the chart. Okay, I'm coming up on the loc here in just a couple of pretty soon. I feel like auto landing. I feel like manually landing it, but you guys voted for an auto land, so be it. Alright, hopefully it intercepts. I don't know if I'm too far out for the intercept. Shouldn't be. Oh, there it goes. There goes the intercept. Yeehaw! Okay, we're 13 out. Let's slow it down a little bit more. 170. And let's do an outside shot. And we're going to put the gear down. Gear coming down. Yeah, I won't arm the approach yet. Soon, though. Soon. I won't arm it quite yet. I'm going to act like I'm not going to auto land. Sometimes I don't arm it until this thing starts moving. Alright, final arm it. Approach is armed. Category 3 single. On the slope. Additional flaps. We're going to do a very, very precise flight with Todorico if he's available. Now you can engage AP2. Boom. AP2 on. On the ground, can we see the PBR up close? You bet, Val dudes. Okay. Alright, thank you, thank you, thank you. We want this set to 128. If we want to be stabilized, we're 9 miles out. I'll fly at 150 for a second. Oh, baby. I don't need a decision height right now. I'm actually visual. But in order to do a Cat 3, I guess I will. Decision height. 214. But a Cat, does it really need to be there? I don't want to do an LDG config this time either.
We gotta subscribe.
Enter no. Oh.
We gotta subscribe.
Can you put no here? No, you can't. Alright, it's fine. We'll talk about that. Enter no on the perf page. I can't believe I'm doing this. Perf. And I put 214 already. I should be able to enter no. Okay. Thank you for the subscribe. Who was that? Did I miss one? Thanks again, Go Sammy and D Handy. Alright, now we can slow down to 128. And we'll go arm the spoilers. Should have done that a little bit earlier. Flaps 3. We can go full flaps, that's fine. Quickly, guys. My reverse toggle did not work, so in order to engage reversers on this, do I need to do it a little bit differently than toggling reverse thrust on my joystick? And by the way, JSnap1982 completely bashed me in the forums. I'm not happy about it, JSnap. Hot 5 for you, man. Hot 5.
0, 1.
Just use idle reverse. I don't know how to do that, I think. Alright, hands are off. It's auto landing. Okay, full flaps. 500. By the way, you guys voted for this. The AL, the big Alpha Lima. Just engage reverse. Just hit engage reverse and don't advance the thrusters. Okay, would I do that? Oh, I forgot where to do that. I'm scared. I'm scared. Might have hot brakes. I'm calling hot brakes after this. Flare. Flare.
5,000 feet remaining.
108. Interesting. The nose didn't come down as well as I wanted it to, but flaps coming up. Yeah, brakes are hot because I didn't get the brake. We're going to talk about the reversers when I'm about to chat with Toto Rico Live. Toto Rico Live. So if you've been waiting for a real lesson on how to fly this plane, it's about to start. It's all been just entertainment up to this point. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I did pretty good in a lot of areas. I'm going to pat myself on the back. Alright, let's turn off the strobes, turn off, runway turn off can stay on, landing lights coming off, nose light to taxi, navigation lights off, wing light off, beacon can stay on, start the APU. I thought I hit it. There we go, it's very particular. Clear the ECAM. Still have hot brakes, hot brakes. Even after landing, you can keep the AP on. I think it disconnected automatically, actually. Krill and Ho, hello. Yeah, that was 108 on the landing, by the way. I think in the replay, we'll see that the nose didn't come down, though. Penguin's slightly distressed, but still alive. Yeah. Nav lights should be on unless no one's on the plane. Okay, I thought the nav lights were only on when you're crossing an active runway. Or that's strobes. That's strobes, isn't it? If you give it a little rudder or elevator input, it disconnects. Ah, flap. That's probably what happened. Ooh, that spot's taken. It's so cool, though. Hey, we made it. The Penguins lived despite that flight control check that we did. There we go. As soon as the crew enter the cockpit, the nav lights are on. Oh, did you guys catch that? As soon as the crew enters the cockpit, the nav lights are on. Even at the gate, huh? Even at the gate. It's a little bit off here. We're gonna do some stair stuff here because that's a little bit off. All right, welcome to Ronald Reagan, folks. Oh my gosh, these forums are giving me anxiety. But Exterminator came through. Let's turn this off for a moment. All right, guys. Let's watch a replay. Let's get Todorico on the line. If she's here. All right. Let's call him. Hopefully he answers. Hello! Maybe. Todorico. I need some Kraken. You're not kidding, man. Alright, let's go to the outside view. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Hey, I can hear you. Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing all right. Let me just reconfigure my push to talk.
We got a subscribe.
We got a subscribe.
Dr. D66, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the sub. All right, let's start the replay here.
We got a subscribe.
Todorico here is a beta tester for
We
the
got a subscribe.
for the A320. He is also the author of the Better Pushback plugin.
We got a subscribe.
We do have a subscribe. Can I also tell him what you're developing, working on? Besides, if you can still hear me. Test. Yep, okay. Strobes are far too bright to be used in active operation at areas of an airport. Yeah, flash everyone. See, this is how the nose kind of stayed up, and then it came down. I'll admit though, I think there was a point where I kind of forced it down the nose. Maybe I should have just let it bleed off some speed and lower slowly. Exterminator 24, thank you again. I gave you a ton of snacks. Thank you for your forum post. It made me feel a little bit better. Because I really thought that I had really studied some of the procedures and I had enough for some basic flight, but obviously there's some things that I've missed, and people are seeing it, of course. What can you do? That's a pretty good landing. Oh yeah, see, I kind of nosed. I'm the one responsible for that nose down. Are you? Oh, Toto's on mute. Okay, here we go. Back up. Let's do a shift 3 view. You got it. That Autoland really likes that center line. Maybe it's just a tad, and then yeah, that was me. We'll see what the tower saw. The nose down should be commanded input force for you to flare. Okay. This is what the tower saw. Don't worry about it, John. Everybody is an expert until they try and stream themselves and realize it's nowhere near as easy as it looks. I know, you're under a microscope. I'll admit, though, I make mistakes in every single plane that I fly. But, Dave, thank you for your comments. I will say that if you look at my stream 2 years ago when I started, 2 years ago when I was trying to fly planes, I didn't even know how to turn an autopilot on in a CRJ. Had no idea how to turn it on. That's the beauty of flight simulation, right? Is you just learn so much. And I love and appreciate all of you guys here being here helping me. Todorico, where are you, man? Are you here? There you are. You're unmuting. Can you hear me? Test 1, 2. Autoland is not that nice in real life. At least not the one we did last week. There we go. Send Arrow, the real world A320 pilot. Looking forward to a multi-stream with you, my friend. All right, there was one more view I was going to do. I think I was going to do a from behind the shift 6. That'll be the last one. Last one. Last replay anyway. And the penguins all lived. Oh. Having problems with... Okay. Toto's having problems.